Hey there, Cancer, and welcome back to Unicorn Tarot for your weekly reading. This is going to be a reading for the week of February 28th through March 6th, 2022. We're going to take a look at your past, your present, and your near future energies. Also, Cancer, please remember energies do go both ways, so I could be picking up on your energy or your person's energy. Take the energies as they resonate. Okay, so Cancer, the main energy for your reading this week is the Knight of Wands. You're feeling very passionate about something, almost like you're like a moth to a flame, drawn to whatever this is. This could be a connection, or this could just be like a passion within you where you're like, I feel good. I'm going around, I'm doing my thing, I'm feeling really good. So we'll see. In the recent past, you get the King of Pentacles, the Two of Swords, and the Six of Swords. I feel like you're in a very stable energy. I don't feel like you're necessarily very emotionally open, but you are very grounded. You are very stable. You're showing me like I'm good. Your money is good. You're focused on your money. And you're moving into a very calm energy. It's almost like you're showing me I've left the difficult parts behind. I've left all that tumultuous energy behind. I'm moving in a much better direction, and I'm very, very stable. But I don't see your heart being open here. In fact, there's not a single cup in this entire reading before we clarify. So your heart definitely not open here, but everything else seems good. In the current situation, you get the Seven of Wands, the Four of Pentacles, and the Seven of Pentacles. You're definitely holding on to something here, but I don't see you doing much about it. The energy that I'm getting, it's like I'm holding on to this. I'm not letting go of this, but I'm also not going to be doing anything about it because I don't know if I want to do anything about it. I don't know if I want to invest my energy in this. I don't know if I want to put the work into this. And so there's a little bit of back and forth here. And again, I don't know if this is a connection, or I don't know if this is your job. We'll see when we clarify. In the near future, you get the Hanged Man, the Five of Pentacles, the Ten of Swords. There was definitely a very painful ending here at some point. Okay, now I don't feel like this ending, even though it's showing up in your near future, I don't feel like it's happening in the near future. I feel like it happened at some point in the past, and that energy is now somehow showing up in the near future. But either way, you're showing me, I'm stopping. I'm not moving. I'm not doing anything. Pause. And I don't know why you're pumping the brakes here. We'll see. Very vague reading, which is telling me that it's going to be pretty intense when I don't get a clear message as to what this is all about. Let's start off by clarifying the Knight of Wands, which is the main reading, or the main energy for your reading this week. The Knight of Wands is clarified by the Ten of Swords, the High Priestess, and the Four of Swords. I feel like after an ending, after a very painful ending, you're kind of going out there, doing your thing, dating people, hanging out, doing whatever makes you feel good, right? Doesn't even have to be romantic. It could just be like, you're focusing on your pleasures, whatever makes you very, very happy. But deep down, you're having this energy, this your intuition is calling you. I mean, like Cancer, you need to heal. There's something here that you need to heal after this very, very painful ending. And I feel like you're kind of covering that up with, nah, I'm just going to do my thing. I'm just going to focus on my, whatever makes me happy, whichever way, the universe pulls me, I'm going to go in that direction. I don't really want to heal right now. Let's see. Let's take a look at your recent past. I want to see what this King of Pentacles is for you in the recent past. The King of Pentacles is clarified by the Knight of Swords, the Two of Pentacles, and the Wheel of Fortune. You're definitely investing your energy into your material world, your job, your career, your business, whatever it is. That's where your energy is. The problem is you're only doing that because there's some confusion happening on the back end. Something on the back burner of your mind, your subconscious, is bothering you. There's a lot of confusion there. But what you're doing is you don't really want to deal with that. And so you're kind of like, okay, I'm just going to take all that and invest all of my energy in my job, in my career, in what works for me, and things that I'm good at, my actual 3D material things, my money, etc. What's interesting here is the Wheel of Fortune is showing up, and that's letting me know, like, that energy, the way you're processing it, the way you're dealing with it, you're meant to do that. It's like divinely guided for you to walk down that path of like, okay, I don't want to deal with this. I don't want to deal with this. Like, we'll leave the confusion on the back burner. Let's see. I want to see what this Two of Swords is for you in the recent past. Lots of confusion. Lots of confusion here. The Two of Swords is clarified by the Seven of Cups, the Six of Swords, the Hermit. Some of you may be dealing with an Earth sign, Virgo, Taurus, or Capricorn. You're very, very emotionally closed off here, Cancer, because you are so confused about this. It's almost like you don't know if you should leave something behind, if you should completely walk away from something, or if you should still invest your energy, what you should do. There's a lot of confusion happening here for you in the recent past, and I see you kind of just like not really even focused on that. You're just kind of like, this is too confusing. I don't really have an answer. I can't figure this out. I don't know what to do. I'm not going to do anything. I'm just going to focus on things that are in my control, which is the material things, the 3D world things. But you get the Six of Swords, and you get the Six of Swords again here in the recent past. So let's clarify the Six of Swords for you in the recent past. The Six of Swords is clarifying. You know what's driving me crazy? I have to say this. The Queen of Swords is at the bottom of the deck. I've shuffled like multiple times. Every time I pull cards, I'll shuffle. I keep shuffling. The Queen of Swords keep popping up at the bottom of the deck. This is repeatedly showing me my emotions are closed off. I don't feel anything. I don't have any emotions. I'm all logic. And again, I don't feel like you are. You're a water sign. You are not logical, but you're forcing yourself to be logical in this situation. It's like you're trying to completely eliminate your feelings from this. So, the Six of Swords is clarified by the Three of Swords, the Four of Wands, the Eight of Pentacles. That's what you're trying to leave behind. That's what you're trying to turn away from. There's heartbreak. There's a connection, a very strong bond showing up here for you, but there's also heartbreak tied up to that. You had or have, because this is in your recent past, so I don't know if it's still the case here, at some point you had the desire to work on things, to make things work within this connection. But what you're showing me is it didn't work. It ended in heartbreak, and so all I'm going to do is I just want to turn my back and completely leave all of this behind. Completely walk away from this. Like, I don't want the love. I don't want the heartbreak. I don't want anything. I just want to leave all that behind me. But that's in your recent past. So let's take a look at your current situation. I want to see the Seven of Wands for you in the current situation. The Seven of Wands is clarified by the Magician, the Two of Wands, the World. You're manifesting Spirit coming in and helping you pick a path, helping you pick a decision, and you're showing me that you want Spirit to guide you in the direction of closing out this chapter. There's something here that you want to put an end to, whether it's this confusion, whether it's the heartbreak, whether it's something. There's a chapter here that you want to close in the current situation, and you're manifesting Spirit coming in and being like, Cancer, pick that one. Cancer, do that. Like, you want Spirit to just direct you down the right path for you in order to close this chapter. You're also very resistant to this, though. And so even though you are manifesting this and you're manifesting Spirit guiding you down the path of putting an end to this, closing out this chapter, you also don't want to close out this chapter. There's a little bit of resistance here towards, it's kind of like the energy that I'm getting. It's like you want Spirit, I didn't ask a question, Spirit. It's like you want Spirit to come in and be like, Cancer, put an end to this. This is what you need to do. This is the right path for you. And it's like, you're like, yeah, but I don't want to. Like, Spirit's coming in and be like, Cancer, you need to eat your vegetables. This is what's good for you. Do it. And you're like, yeah, I know that this is what I want to hear, but like, I don't want to eat my vegetables either. Stupid metaphor, I know. But that's the energy that I'm getting. You're manifesting Spirit almost pushing you into a corner to do something when you don't really yourself want to do that. Let's take a look at the Four of Pentacles for you in the current situation. Okay. Two more, please, for the Four of Pentacles in the current situation for Cancer. Okay. Four of Pentacles is clarified by the Four of Cups, the Page of Swords, the Sun. You're slowly working on your happiness. Again, I feel like you're very emotionally closed off. If that wasn't clear up until this point, you are. It's like at some point you took your emotions, you put them in a box, you shoved them away, and you're like, I don't feel anything, I don't want anything, no feelings whatsoever. Done. That made you unhappy though, keep in mind. That was not what made you happy. You are a water sign. Emotions are your thing. And so pretending like you don't have them or locking them away in a box isn't going to work. Either way, I still see you doing that. I still see you being like, okay, we're going to put that box away. I don't care if I'm not happy. I'd rather feel unhappy than have to deal with all those feelings. And so I see you, despite this unhappiness, you're kind of like, you know what? Let me do little bits of things that make me happy. I want to feel happy, so today I'm going to go shopping. Today I'm going to go, post something on social media. Today I'm going to go walk a dog, right? You're doing little things that make you happy because overall I feel like there's an energy of not feeling so great. And again, could be you, could be your person. You would know who this energy resonates with. Let's take a look at the Seven of Pentacles for you in the current situation. What? Okay. Threw me a little curveball there, Cancer. The Seven of Pentacles is clarified by the Hierophant, the Three of Cups, the Empress. You're evaluating what to do about this connection. This is a really strong bond. It could be a marriage for some of you, or one of those connections where it's like we feel like a marriage. You look at this person and you're like, that's my person. That is my person. That is a tall drink of water right there, and I am thirsty, I am parched. You're looking at them like the person for you. And the desire to reconcile is definitely here. But I don't see you necessarily taking any action because you're still assessing whether or not this is what you want. The energy that I'm getting is like, do I actually want this, or is this feeling going to go away? Is this just a whim that I'm feeling, or do I actually really want this person? Is this connection as important as I think it is, or am I just making a bigger deal out of it than it is? You're kind of still assessing and evaluating these feelings which are coming up. These emotions which are surfacing, you're kind of looking at them from like, with like a side eye a bit of like, are you though? Is this really what this is? Well, you're definitely feeling them, but you're taking them up into the mind and you're like, okay, let me assess them. Let me think about them. From the universe, what am I talking about? The Hangman in the near future is clarified by the Eight of Swords, the Ten of Pentacles, the Six of Pentacles. Remember how I just said you're overthinking this? You're thinking about what these feelings are. It's like you feel them, but you're like, let me think about them. In the near future, you're still in that space where you're like very, very much in a position of overthinking what this is. What these energies that are coming in for you are stability. There's a lot of stability and there's a lot of equal give and take. It's like this person wants to give to you as much as you give to them. You see the potential for forever. You see the potential for long term, but something here is keeping you stuck in your head where you're overthinking this and you keep taking it up into your head. It's like you feel these feelings and you're like, no, let me think about them. How are you supposed to think about what you feel? That's like trying to like breathe air in order to not feel hungry anymore. Stupid metaphor, I know, but either way, while you're overthinking, while you're overanalyzing, you're not doing anything. You're kind of stopping yourself. And that's the energy that I was getting at the beginning before we clarified. I can see you stopping yourself. You're legit pumping the brakes for yourself because your mind is coming in and being like, no, let me think about this. Let's think about this. Let's assess it some more. Let's take a look at the Five of Pentacles for you in the near future. Well, the Five of Pentacles is clarified by the Queen of Cups, the Tower, the Knight of Cups. Something from the past is coming up. This energy of love, of wanting to do something about this love, it's like it's going to hit you like a ton of bricks. I feel like in the current situation, you get these little bits of feelings of this person, I miss them, I want to reconcile. And then your brain's like, in your future, no, Cancer, let me take over. Let me protect you. You don't feel these things. Let's think about our feelings. These feelings are really strong, though. And they're tied up to something or someone that you've lost. that you acknowledge to me as like, oh, it didn't work out. We broke up at some point. That's why I said at the beginning, even though this energy is showing up in the near future, I don't feel like the separation is happening in the near future. The separation happened at some point. What's happening in the near future is that person, that energy that you broke up with or that you separated from is resurfacing. The love and the desire to do something about that love is resurfacing. And it's going to be we all have free will, right? You can keep not taking action, but this is going to be some very, very powerful energy for you it's going to be a little difficult for you to ignore this. Let's take a look at the Ten of Swords for you in the near future. Ten of Swords is clarified. That's the healing. There we go. The Ten of Swords is clarified by the Knight of Pentacles, the Temperance, and the Nine of Cups. Remember how I said at the beginning, there was an ending that happened for you, and your intuition was pushing you in that direction of you need to heal, you need to heal, you need to heal. And you were like, nah, I'm just going to focus on, what makes me happy, what makes me feel good. In the near future, you're slowly entering that energy of healing and transforming and entering that energy of emotional stability and emotional balance. And I feel like this is coming about because you can't keep ignoring these feelings anymore. It's like in the current situation, you're asking Spirit to be like, Spirit, take this connection away from me. Take these feelings away from me. I want to close this chapter out. The emotions still come up. You're able to ignore them or think about them. But in the near future, they become so powerful to the point where you're like, I can't ignore these anymore. And that ability, and again, I don't see you doing anything with the other person. I don't see you reaching out to them. I don't see you doing any of that. The feelings become so intense because it's pushing you in a direction of healing. It's the intensity of these emotions which finally gets you to the place of like, okay, I'm going to start moving in the direction of healing. And when you start healing in the near future, that's when you get that emotional balance and that emotional stability that you want. This has nothing to do with the other person. This has everything to do with your healing that you've been trying to ignore and put off. Let's take a look at what the universe wants you to keep in mind. Yeah. From the universe, you get the Fool, the Tower, the Nine of Wands. Spirit was trying to guide you down the path of a brand new beginning, of wiping the slate clean. But I feel like you were very resistant to that energy, very resistant to wanting to start over, wanting to wipe the slate clean, wanting to move in a very healing, beautiful direction. So Spirit was like, okay, I guess, you can resist this. You have free will, but you're going to have some pretty intense energies coming your way. Let's close off your reading, Cancer, with an oracle card from the universe. Step out of your comfort zone. I mean, really, I don't even feel like I need to say anymore. Your comfort zone is what you're doing now. Spirit is trying to help you heal and guide you in that direction of healing, and you resist it and you fight it until eventually in the near future, it becomes very difficult to keep ignoring and resisting these emotions. And you do end up stepping into a beautiful energy of slowly healing, slowly entering emotional balance. And it all comes about as a result of this painful ending. So, Cancer, that was a really intense reading. Thanks so much for tuning in. I hope it helped. If it did, please give it a thumbs up and subscribe. Make sure to check out your monthly reading up on the channel. Thank you again for tuning in, and I'll see you here for your reading next week. Bye, Cancer.